Radio Respect starts right now.
Wish I held onto a little piece of that thing, because if the buzz is any indicator, that movie's gonna make some huge bank.
What buzz?
The internet buzz.
What the fuck is the internet?
The internet is a communications tool used the world over where people can come together to bitch about movies and share pornography with one another. Here's what we're looking for, moviepoopshoot.com.
Poop shoot. Yeah.
This is a site populated by militant movie buffs, sad, pathetic little bastards living in their parents' basement, downloading scripts and what they think is inside information about movies and actors they claim to despise yet can't stop discussing. Okay, this is about Blunt Man and Chronic right here. Inside sources tell me Miramax is starting production this Friday on their adaptation of underground comic fave Blunt Man and Chronic.
Friday? Shit, does it say who's fucking playing us in the movie?
No, but it's Miramax, so I'm sure it'll be Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. You know, they put them in a bunch of movies.
Who?
You know, those kids from Good Will Hunting?
You mean that fucking movie with Mork from Ork in it?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan either. But Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Word, bitch. Phantom's like a motherfucker.
What's up now? All right. So here we go. Now, this is the shoot back section. This is where the people who read the news get to chime in with their 2 cents. For example, we got a guy here with the chick magnet net handle Wampa1 opining on what he thinks about Blunt Man and Chronic. He says, Blunt Man and Chronic and their stupid alter egos, Jay and Silent Bob, only work in small doses, if at all. They don't deserve their own movie. He's got a point.
Fuck him. What's the next one say?
This is entitled, Fuck Them Up Their Stupid Asses. Blunt Man and Chronic is the worst comic I ever read. Jay and Silent Bob are stupid characters, a couple of stoners who spout dumbass catchphrases like a third-rate Cheech and Chong or Bill and Ted. Fuck Jay and Silent Bob. Fuck them up their stupid asses.
Who the fuck said that shit?
He calls himself a Magnolia fan. All right, here, check this one out. Jay and Silent Bob are one-note jokes that only stoners laugh at. They're fucking clown shoes. If they were real, I'd beat the shit out of them for being so stupid. I, for one, will be boycotting this movie. Who's with me? Then there's like 50 more posts of people who are joining Spartacus here's boycott.
I'm gonna kill all.
This is Radio Respects.
Air raid sirens ring out over Ukraine's capital. This is a CNN thing, I guess. What? Oh, fuck you. Oh, no. This is the darkest timeline. What the fuck? Oh, God, I gotta play it again. I gotta see this again. It's an Applebee's commercial. I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's been memed to hell. Holy fuck. I live under a rock. Oh, no! And a little bit of cold beer on a Friday night. Shut the fuck up. Oh, my God. We live in a fucking South Park episode. Hey, everybody. It's Radio Respects. I'm H7. I'm here at Respectable Street. Where else would I be? We're on the 500 block of Clematis. Oh, God, I just did that thing I hated. That thing people do where they smack their lips or smack their teeth. I just caught myself doing it. You guys have my solemn swear to never go again. Oh! Anyway, I just had to start the show with that. Somebody sent me this, and the world is melting, and we are all to blame. Actually, that's not true. Real shit, though. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I really don't. I honestly feel like their borders may be more secure, and they may actually be a little more free if they get taken over. But I don't know. That's the American guy who has no interest in involving himself in otherworldly affairs speaking. And I would hope anybody with half a brain would feel the same way, because we're not living Team America World Police. We're living in another dark tangent timeline. So, I did it again! I just did it! No! This is a dark day, everybody. I broke my promise to you. I broke my promise to all of you. So now it's game over. I don't know. I'm going to have to break myself of that habit. It's like or pregnant pauses, you know, people that do that thing. I got to get a fucking windscreen on this thing because I'm popping my peas, as they say. Popping my peas here at Respectable Street. Oh, how appropriate. Anywho. Yeah, guys, it's just me today. No Nikolai, no nobody. Just good old age Fugs. And the reason for that is there is no reason. I just wanted to do a show. I've always wanted to do a show, and I wanted to see if I could kind of pull my own weight as, one guy with a mic. So the way this is going to work is you can DM me at underlined ink, underlined INC, underlined ink, and you can communicate with me. You can also email us at underlinedmanagement@gmail.com. You can find me on all social media under H7 or H7 is dead or underlined ink. I'm easy peasy to find. Just look for bootleg white trash Sub-Zero. And you got me! So, yeah, I'm here to basically rattle on about not so current events. But you know what? Here's the truth. If I'm not going to spend this whole goddamn show talking about war. There you go. You got 4 minutes out of me about it. So that's where I'm going to leave it. If you want somebody to really go into it deeply, just turn on the fucking news cycle and spiral out, buddies. Like, it's there for you to consume. Consume product. Consume news. Fear pander. Let's just get this shit going. Just get fear pandering? They're pandering. Fear, what am I looking for? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? So, yeah. How you doing, children? Yeah, interact with us. And then, I'll read your shit here. And it'll be a good time. We can interact. I want to know specifically, though. Is there ever a situation, ever a time in your life where you just should have said... I think it's a Mike Birbiglia joke. What I should have said was nothing. So, I want to know. I'm gonna do some real radio hack shit. I want you guys out there, if you're listening to this right now, I want you to reach out to me, and I want you guys to tell me about the time, the most pivotal time in your brain where you just should have said nothing. Where you shouldn't have fed in, but you did, and it bit you on the ass. I want to know. I want to know all about it. So, hit me up. Let me know what's good. H7 at underlined ink on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find me on there. I'm all over these mugs. So, anyway, we got a bunch of stuff going on today. I mean, the first show we did was kind of like a prototype, if you will. Like, get some topics. You got some topics, some modern events, and just sort of word vomit over them. Because it's been an idea in the back recesses of my band's hive mind to do a show of that nature. And yet, simultaneously, being a product of the XM days, being literally raised on Opie and Anthony, Ron and Fez, and that kind of shit, I've always wanted to do a show. To some extent, and thankfully, mercifully, godly, Respectable Street, the very place where my band actually formed, we're called the 500 block because we all met on the 500 block of Clematis Street. It's a very cute story, as we like to say. Isn't it just adorable? So, I met all these dudes here, and every oddly pivotal local thing in my career has sort of brought me back to this place in one way or another. It's brought me back to Respectable Street, this club here on Clematis Street. And I just can't be any more grateful, quite frankly, because there is now this amazing radio setup that when I start doing the visual side of this and start going live and whatnot, I'll be able to bring you guys into so you can see, because there's this beautiful just window view onto the 500 block of Clematis, and it's ever so appropriate that this show be called Radio Respects, because it's brought to you from none other than our homeland of Respectable Street. So, just wanted to give a quick shout-out, a very quick thank you to Rodney Mayo, to Marcus, to Kristen, everybody that has given me the green light to come in here, crack these mics for the first time, and hopefully start the ball rolling on something that can be much bigger than we imagine. That's the hope anyway, you know? The people behind the scenes of this seem to really want it to be a success, and the excitement is visible on everyone's faces, and that just makes me excited because, like, being in music for so long, you kind of get jaded, and the process can be kind of laborious and unsatisfactory at times, and you can kind of fall out of love with it if you're not careful. So it's always been a wise move to just do another thing. Keep your not diversify mindlessly, you know, your creative outputs, but to spread yourself quasi thin. Put yourself out there a little bit. Like, try your hand at many things and see what sticks. So this is a bit of that. I'm a special effects artist. I'm a musician. I'm an entertainer. I'm a professional wrestler. So why the fuck don't we just tack radio host onto that? We got a guy that's got a show, and he wears masks, and he makes masks, and he hurts people while wearing masks, and plays music while wearing masks. I swear I was doing it before COVID. I promise. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to step out real quick. I'll be right back. This is Radio Respects. I'm H7. Fuck off. Love you. Oh, holy Christ. Hi. So, this Applebee's thing just has me in an absolute fucking riot. It's just got me in a fucking laugh riot. So, Applebee's has come out, and of course they've pulled their advertising from CNN. Or actually, don't believe everything you're told. They didn't pull it, they paused it. So, they're just doing the thing that they should have done, which is fucked off into the sunset after social media basically took the absolute piss out of them. I'm going to share some of these tweets with you in a hot second, but first I'm going to read a little bit of this article for you, and hopefully my dyslexia doesn't get the best of me. Amid Thursday morning's coverage of the air attacks in Ukraine by Russia, CNN aired an Applebee's ad, side and side, picture to picture. Picture and picture is what it is, guys. That wasn't me. They just spelled that wrong. Yeah, you better fix your typos. You better fix your typos. The Wrap.com, you know, core source of media and prized journalistic outlet. Anyway, in response, Applebee's has, quote, suspended, not pulled, suspended their ads on the network, telling Forbes.com that they were deeply concerned about the situation in the Ukraine. So they're pulling their chicken ads. We're bothered, I did it again, we're bothered by the situation in Ukraine, so we're gonna pull our white trash chicken ads. CNN has absolutely no response to the Wrap's request for comments, and I don't blame them because this is the Wrap and they're CNN. They got nothing to fucking say to you people. Social media criticism has been the heat of all this goodness. It has been the source of the funny. The war in Ukraine brought to you by Applebee's. Oh my God. Really? Really? World War III, sponsored by Applebee's. We are living in an episode of South Park. Yeah, fuck, that's what I said. Applebee's couldn't get a Super Bowl commercial, so they took the World War III CNN slot. Savage. Wow. I'm sort of conflicted. If you can't tell, I'm sort of conflicted. It's hilarious, but Jesus God, CNN, please read the room. I know that's like asking, well, it's kind of like asking the world of CNN. Like, hey, could you just not be complete, absolute, abject fuckwits? And yeah, I might indeed be asking too much. So, oh God, the EU is preparing to freeze the assets of Vladimir Putin. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Dude. You know, all Putin was trying to do was remind everybody in the Ukraine that's been living there, that was born there and all that they haven't been living in the Ukraine, that they were living in Russia all along. That's all he was trying to say. Don't kill me. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Jesus Christ. Anyway. So, let's get on to something a little more positive. I have something very, very fun to tell you guys about. Here we go. Check this shit out. Okay, so hot shit going on right now in the world of Mortal Kombat. Ed Boon is Ed Boon in a way. He's teasing. He's aware that there's a shitload of speculation about the new game. Is it a new Injustice game? Is it a new Mortal Kombat game? Is it none of those things? Who knows? Let's get into this shit. So, Ed Boon was recently inducted into the AIAS Hall of Fame at the 25th Annual DICE Awards, which is really fucking cool. It places him alongside other influential members of the gaming industry. And quite frankly, it's well-deserved, if you ask me. Boon, who co-created Mortal Kombat with John Tobias, another legend, has always been coy about the production of Mortal Kombat games, especially new things ongoing at NetherRealm Studios, especially when it comes to unannounced shit, when it's especially related to MK. So, the first Mortal Kombat launched in 1992 by Midway Games and rapidly went on to become a massive global franchise. Seriously, if you weren't living throughout the 90s and didn't go through the MK chaos and craze and oversaturation of media, oh baby boy, I don't even know if you could fully wrap your head around the Beatles mania that was the era of Mortal Kombat in the 90s up until about, the late 90s. There were a good couple years there, right up until, 9/11, and we all died. That was a good plan. Wait, I'm sorry, I gotta edit that out. That was not cool. Anyway, the adventures of characters like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, name more names, have become staples in the video game Zeitgeist, and the series' gruesome fatalities have become iconic video game moments that players have soon not forgotten, nor will they ever. So, the latest entry in the series, Mortal Kombat 11, was released in 2019. I almost forgot that. Damn, that's when that came out. God, it's been a minute, and they already we're like, hey, we're not gonna continue support, even though we said this was gonna be the longest supported NetherRealm Studios game, and I don't know if it even is technically. It might be, but anyway. So this game, Mortal Kombat 11, hot shit. The most recent one was released in 2019, and it was a smash critical hit. So, it was praised for its stellar gameplay. However, the game is no longer receiving DLC, like I told you. And now many are looking forward to the next thing, as one would do when updates are ceased on the thing that you were told to, believe in. You wanna wonder what's next. You gotta look ahead. You gotta look around the corner. You wanna know, when is the tournament? When's the tournament, baby? We reset the timeline. Fire God Liu Kang is doing things. Spoiler alert. And let's see what's going on. Well, sorry. Nerd rage. In an interview with Game Informer, following the DICE Awards, Ed Boon was asked about what's next for NetherRealm, and stated that while he's aware there's a lot of speculation for his next game, he assured fans that it will be well worth the wait. Wow, fucking vague much? So, while Boon didn't clarify whether the title would be another Mortal Kombat game or another entry into the DC Injustice franchise, he name-dropped both titles, indicating it could be one of those franchises, or it could be none of them. It could be something completely unexpected, and quite frankly, I have a vague memory of Ed Boon or somebody at NetherRealm discussing their desire to make a sort of original IP, like a new role-playing IP, I guess. So maybe that's what they're fucking up to. Maybe they actually pulled the trigger on that shit and it's happening. So, while it's hard to say whether the next game on NetherRealm's radar is actually Mortal Kombat, Boon himself has noted that both series, Injustice and Mortal Kombat, have swapped releases for their respective titles back and forth ever since MK9 in 2011, I think. So, however, with the booming popularity of the most recent Mortal Kombat film, which was greenlit for a sequel recently, with Moon Knight Scribe, by the way. So those of you who were like, hey, movie looked cool, besides the editing, but why was the dialogue garbage? Why was it not really written too well? Why is it kind of kind of a mess in regards to its writing and general direction. Well, fear no more. The sequel is actually getting, and that's not throwing shade on Greg Russo, but I do want to say the sequel is in great hands. So there's that. Anyway, with that being said, it does make a lot of sense to capitalize on the series' current success. So with that being said, Mortal Kombat has always seen great success almost no matter when the next entry in the series arrives. So while fans are indeed hoping that the wait for the next game in the series isn't too long, hopefully Boone's reassuring words will fill fans with plenty of hopes that the next installment of the franchise is right on the horizon. So, Boone, being vague, H7, smacking his teeth, being a bitch, being mean to himself because he's smacking his teeth. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not nice. It's fucking rude. You can't be smacking your teeth into the mic! So yeah, there's that. Radio respects. We'll be right back. I want you to check out this bullshit, though. And cue the 500 Block's most recent single, Salvation in the City of Angels. Am I in business for myself? Maybe. Is that why I just played one of my own band songs? Maybe. But fuck you. I'll do what I want. Anyway, I hope you liked it. If you didn't, that sucks. But whatever. Anyway, radio respects. I'm H7. It's a good time. It's Friday. It's wow, fuck, it's 4:20. Not that that matters. But not that that matters because this is not live. So, but with all things considered, there's a bunch more going on. Well, fuck, I accepted a job. How's that? I accepted a big boy special effects job. I haven't done a big boy special effects job since right before COVID. And quite frankly, when the vid came through and knocked out all my work, shit got kind of rough. And the main way I was floating myself and paying bills was by way of special effects private commissions, like making things for cosplayers or musicians, wrestlers, shit like that. One-of-a-kind pieces, things like that. So that became my main source of income, just trying to still do the art thing while the 500 Block, the band, was formed literally right before COVID happened, too. My whole life did this 180, like, I want to say around from October to December of 2019, everything was pretty all over the place and pretty ridiculous, and then did a complete 180-degree turn. I was like living to die, doing terrible shit. I was dating a heroin addict, and like I just wanted to give up on the world because you know how sometimes you try and help people, but they don't want help. They just want to keep getting fucked up and running from their problems. Well, I was dealing with a little something like that, and I had to wash my hands clean of a particular person that was just kind of circling the drain and pulling everybody around them down with them, if you can pick up on my vibe. So that's more or less what triggered this mammoth life change, where I took full-time special effects gigs. I went back to making music, the full thing I was doing, and then the world shut down. And I've been spinning plates, making it work, and all that shit. Honestly, I'm so grateful for this radio thing, because it's honestly given me something to focus on besides just straight-up special effects and whatnot. But, all that being said, your boy took a gig! Your man took a Netflix gig. Now, I'm not going to say what for because NDAs and such, but your boy has accepted a 3D modeling gig where I get to produce some STL files for motherfuckers to print and produce armor for a thing you guys will hopefully see because it's Netflix and money. But yeah, man, I got a pretty fat offer, and when considering the fact that I have to move at the end of April after moving literally last year and my Yeah, that's a fun thing. My lease ain't being renewed because my cocksucker of a landlord decided to hike rent. That's the cool thing going on down here in West Palm Beach. Inflation, feeling it, baby. Feeling it. Rent hikes. Gas is more expensive here than it is anywhere in the fucking state. Apparently, we're not at $6 yet like California, but we're at the $4 mark, and it's fucked up, man. The cost of plastic's gone high. Everything's fucked, especially the cost of my materials and whatnot. It kind of motherfucks a boy doing any sort of independent work. It's kind of rough, but the point of these big boy gigs is you do them, you make your money. Now, in this case, I'm not getting to set any of that money aside. I get to sink it right into another fucking rental just to keep a roof over my goddamn head. But at least, I am in a position to where I can accept and entertain these sort of offers for when shit hits the fan. I can basically take a gig and know, all right, no risking of homelessness. No risking of not being able to pay the bills. Okay, everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be hunky-dory for a few months at least. So, mercifully, that came my way. So, all this free time, it's opened me up to this, to you. And I want to talk to you motherfuckers. So the way we're going to do this is, y'all know how to reach out to me now. You can hit me up on any of my social media accounts at Underlined Inc. You can find me, if you can't find me that way, just punch in H7 is dead. That's the letter H and the number 7 is dead. That's a hashtag as well that you can check out and get in contact with me and interact with this mug. So yeah. The other thing that I've been neglecting to mention, that's right, I wait 5 minutes into a show before mentioning this is going to be 100% listener funded. This is going to be one of those, if you like the show, please throw some shekels to paypal.me/H7isdead. Or you can reach out to me and I'll send you the link directly. Yeah, man, because this radio thing is very much so a labor of love, and anything that you can throw my way helps me be able to do this much more frequently. And if you like what you're hearing, and if you want to see it evolve, I'm going to use a Ponzi scheme term. I'm going to use a pyramid scheme term. We need a cash infusion. We need a cash infusion to make this happen. I'm kidding. We don't need any kind of cash infusion. But I would appreciate any sort of support. So yeah, that's the end of that. This ain't going to be one of those shows where I'm just religiously beating into your brain, we need more donations! If I don't get enough donations, I'm not going to wear the vest! Yeah. That's right, I went there. That's a deep internet cut, I guess. So, yeah. That's story time with H7. Be right back. Alright, the goddamn Tinder swindler. Let's be real. If any of these money-grubbing, add-nothing-to-society wine moms had scammed any of you boys out there for $250,000, it'd just be Tuesday. But this Simon Levi guy does it to these miscellaneous wine moms, and it's headline news. It's Inside Edition. It's a Netflix doc. It's fucking endless, the coverage this shit is getting, because this dude basically put on the facade. I'm not going to give you the whole breakdown. Like, it's one of the biggest documentaries on planet Earth. You can do a quick goog if you don't know what I'm talking about. Give it a goog, baby. Give it a goog. Punch those digits. Punch those little digits into that keyboard and give it a goog. Educate yourself a little bit, baby. I can't be doing all the educating. I can try, but I'll just fall flat. I have too many things on my plate. Anyway, Simon has finally spoken up, guys. So he sat there all quiet-like, and then eventually, turned his social medias off right after the doc dropped, of course, because, why not? But he's finally spoken to Inside Edition, and the quote here is, "I am the biggest gentleman in the world." So let's hear this fucking shit. I gotta I just gotta fucking... I gotta know, baby! What does the fucking Alpha Chad have to say about all this? Sorry for yelling. Woeful indeed. I'll say. Dating app Lothario? God, somebody here has a degree in poetry. Some unfortunate soul, like, went to school to write, to become a writer, and now they're just punching the Chiron on fucking Inside Edition. My condolences. F in the chat, fam. F in the chat. His new girlfriend. Yeah, baby! Exclusively. Exclusively. Which means, if someone's speaking exclusively to anybody, that's entertainment code for, we paid this motherfucker because no one else would. Hold on. Hold on. Beautiful? Come on. What? Listen, I'm no spring chicken. But like 2 of those ladies look like feet, okay? He wooed them! The spend. The spend is another level. You're very well spoken. These ladies were infatuated with his wealth. Leviev. Was he? 50 million! Yeah, 50 million of you motherfuckers have watched this? Then I have no reason to believe you don't know what I'm talking about. Go fuck yourself. If you're living under a rock and you just don't know what I'm talking about, that's on you, baby. Complicated and sophisticated. They're wondering how these complicated and sophisticated women could have fallen for this. Could it be they're not smart people? Could it be that these aren't... Could it be... Could it... Fuck! Could it be that this man saw targets and like a heat-seeking missile went for them? Could it be? Nah. These are strong, independent female. $500,000 combined. Oh, that's beautiful. Good for you, Simon. Living the life. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, if you haven't noticed, I don't give a fuck, ladies. No. Resume. I'm not this monster. Yeah, this shit did seem kind of one-sided, not gonna lie. Even though he's kind of a scumbag. Exclusively. I mean... Ha! Claiming he never presented himself as one. I don't know. No. Ah! Yeah. That's why you delete your Instagram, baby. He's claiming he's a Bitcoin millionaire? Oh, fuck off. He's claiming he's a crypto bro, guys. Oh, fuck. Get in here. And yet... Oh, but look, another blonde. Another model. It's all bullshit. I love Simon. He's amazing. Well said. Jesus Christ. What? Talk about just a gaggle of idiots. Just a fucking carnival of Looney Tunes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they have a fucking GoFundMe. So you can, in case you feel bad for these people who made shitty life choices and trusted the wrong people and got completely swindled. Yeah, now you can give your hard-earned fucking money to these ungrateful fucking hoes. That's the way to do it. That's absolutely the fucking way to do it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit taken aback by this, but, hey, homie's gotta do what homie's gotta do. What the fuck was he going to say? Yes, I stole money from all of them. It was my money all along, because they gave it to me. Who else's money? I gave them advice, they didn't take it. Yeah, nah. Good times, great hits. Anywho, be right back. Radio respects. Okay, cool. Looks like the boat is afloat in regards to messages. I put out the call on social media while you were listening to that cool little thing there. And, we have our first message. Our first message to Radio Respects. It's a great thing, and it comes to us by way of a cat named Brad. Brad says, "Hey, H7, very excited at the prospect of you doing a live show." Well, that is the idea. What do you have in store for said program? I'd love to know more. Brad. Well, Brad, thank you for your message, first of all. Secondly, you kind of hit the nail on the head. You kind of answered your own question. Although this is not live, it will be. There will be a visual medium. It's going to be a lot more user-friendly. The idea is we do however many of these motherfuckers you guys want shows, and Radio Respectables, Radio Respects, this show, is going to kind of be a bit of a hodgepodge, a little bit of everything, a little bit of anything, and a little bit of none of the above. All of the above and none of it. So right when you get lulled into thinking that there's a formula and a way that this is going to go down, I'm going to almost in the same way that I have with my music career. Right when you think I'm doing one genre, I just fucking yank the wheel and suddenly we're off the highway and in a completely other fucking direction. So we're going to do a bit of that. I want to keep you guys on your toes. I want to keep you guys engaged. I want to communicate with y'all. I want to talk. I want to talk to you, all of you. So yeah, you all now know how to reach out to me. You can reach out to me at underlinedmanagement@gmail.com. You can reach out to me on Instagram at underlinedinc. You can reach out to me basically anywhere you can find H7 is dead or underlined ink or underlined or 500 block or what the fuck ever. Reach out. Touch me. I'm just kidding. Please don't touch me. Anyway, I got some more cool shit for you to listen to. Check it out. Something dawned on me, kids. That, this whole, Radio Respects thing can kinda be a bit of a platform. Of course it's a fucking platform, but it can be a bit more of a platform. I can use it to further fucking push my friends' shit. Not just my shit. Fuck that self-serving narcissism. I would like to spread it around. If anybody's listening to this, and if anybody is listening to this because you're interested in any of the things I've ever done in my career, then I would like to expose you guys to maybe some of the things that made me the way I am. Maybe, and I don't mean trauma, I mean art. We'll share some trauma. Don't worry. We'll share some sad stories and some fun stories, some road stories and some hilarious stories as the shows evolve. But with that being said, it dawned on me that I can kind of use this fucking show to show you guys things, or eventually show you. But as of right now, I can play music that you've perhaps not heard, or maybe you know and haven't heard in a while. I would pray that this doesn't get me hit with an incessant amount of copyright strikes, but sometimes you gotta live on the edge. So, with that being said, I would like to introduce anybody that has not been formally introduced to this project. Epsilon Zero. That's right. The project's name is Epsilon Zero. This is an industrial metal band that I was just obsessed with back in the MySpace days. And their frontman, Jameson, has actually contributed many clean hooks, vocals, choruses, and all that hot shit onto a multitude of underlined songs. There was a period in time where when I couldn't clean sing, I would just have this cat come in and, well, he wouldn't. We did it remotely, and he would just completely throw absolute spitfire. He just complete fucking just rain hellfire down on that microphone in the most beautiful way. Man's got the voice of an angel and can scream like a banshee. It's fucking gorgeous. So, I would like to play for you guys the song that got me so fucking in love with this band. I want to cover it one day, but I have a list of songs I want to cover that's like 200 deep. So, anyway, this song is called Reverie. Enjoy. Radio Respects. Okay, and we're back. Oh, mind me, I just had to make myself a little bit of that G Fuel! That's right, baby! G Fuel life. That's what I'm about. Your boy is kept alive by the shit, seriously. I got exposed to G Fuel because they did this Mortal Kombat flavor, and, you know, I'm bootleg Sub-Zero, so I gotta buy that shit. I gotta buy at least one tub of it, right? Gotta at least take a sip, right? Sip of the magical Sub-Zero elixir. So I did exactly that. And I bought all the stuff, like, right when it came out. And ever since then, I have been obsessed. I think I have well over 30 different flavors, I think. And that's of the tubs, the big tubs. And we buy the cans. It's basically a sugar-free energy drink of sorts that doesn't give me fucking migraines, that doesn't give me weird heart palpitations like fucking Bang does, where you just shotgun a Bang and you feel like your heart's gonna fucking explode. Yeah, that doesn't happen with G Fuel. With G Fuel, I get this ridiculous amount of focus. I'm just sharp as a fucking tack. It's good stuff. I find myself to be far more productive on it. Speaking about it like it's fucking Adderall. You know, when I have my Adderall, when I have my G Fuel, I feel right. You know, it's fucked up, but it's kind of true. G Fuel and Liquid Death, keeping your boy alive. Anyway, that's not a sponsorship ad. That's not an ad at all. It's just me telling you guys that, like, hey, if you're on that energy drink fucking bandwagon, if you're one of those goddamn poor, unfortunate souls that just drink coffee out the fucking yin-yang and end up shitting yourself by noon, then maybe you should pick up a tub of G Fuel. Maybe you should go to your local Wawa and get yourself a can of G Fuel and try it. Just try it. That's all you gotta do. Is fucking try it. Because I promise you, if you try it, and for whatever reason, you're like, man, this shit sucks, H7, what the fuck is wrong with you? Send me a message. Send me a message. And you know what I'll do about it? Fucking nothing, because you have no taste and are a soulless human being devoid of any devoid of all joy. You don't know joy, and you don't want people to be happy. You want them to fucking feel the misery you feel, and you suck the life out of anyone's happiness. So if you're going to be one of them, that's okay. Be that guy. Be that guy. Be toxic. Be toxic! It's okay. Fuck normalizing fucking, I'm listening and I'm learning. I'm doing things differently. Fuck that. Be cringy. Be cringy, be awkward, be ridiculous. Anyway. Drink G Fuel. H7 here. Radio Respects coming at you from Respectable Street on the 500 block of Clematis Street. We're here on Subculture Radio, or whatever the fuck you're listening to me on right now. The plan is, of course, to put these shows out all over the place! So, whatever you're listening to this on, thanks. Means the fucking world to me, at least. And as I do more of these, we'll get better at them. I feel absurdly self-conscious and absurdly, what's the fucking word? Sensitive. I feel sensitive. So don't rip my balls off. So don't completely shit on my dick if you don't like the show. Give it a chance, or maybe just put it on in the background, let it play, and don't listen to it. Like, half listen to it. Like, you know, like I'm there in the room with you just pontificating about absolutely fucking nothing. You know, a little bit of that. We're going to make this the podcast version of Seinfeld, the show about nothing. I'm kidding. I'm only kind of kidding. So yeah, anyway, this has been Radio Respects. I am H7, and I just want to thank you guys for joining me on this little secondary test run. Things are going smoothly. The board is working. The mics are working. The computer setup is looking aight. The radio setup is going good. Our app, the Subculture Radio app, we need you motherfuckers to download that shit right now, so you can listen wherever the fuck you are. Because that's the way to be, right? Convenient, right? Convenient and in your goddamn pocket. So, hell yeah. Anyway, thank you. We'll be back. Next time you see me, you won't see me at all. But I don't know what I'm trying to say. So, we'll be back soon enough. Thank you.
This is Radio Respects.